Hey everybody, welcome back. It's that time of the week, that time where we finally sit down and we start watching more of Season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead. Then we cut together the best of my reactions and come on back for a little bit of a mini review and geek out afterwards. So we're coming back to the mid-season premiere. We've had a little bit of that mid-season break, and I loved the first half of Season 4. I thought it actually started getting better than Walking Dead. I loved the flashback structure. I know a lot of people didn't dig that, but I loved it. Still don't understand why it was so hard to follow for people when the color schemes made it pretty clear. But I love that idea, you know, and everybody's like, we know this person's dead, why do we care? It's like, because it's the journey, it's not the destination. That's why, at least as far as I'm concerned. But I am a little bit worried about this part of the season. It looks like they're getting rid of that. I'm getting excited we're gonna have like a Zombienado, essentially. I mean, I know, not really, but kind of. Of course, I'm very excited to get more John Dory and find out more of his love interest with, wow, I can't remember any of her names now, but the Jenna Elfman character. Alicia should be interesting. I'm really gonna miss Kim Dickens. I hope she does actually come back in one way or another on this show. You know, maybe we'll get Strand. Well, I know Strand is back, not Strand, but Daniel. Maybe Daniel Salazar will show back up at some point. Also looks like we're gonna get some new characters. I'm kind of excited to get more about Althea and even Morgan, so looking forward to it. But with all that said and done, I guess there's really only one more thing to do, and that's let's watch. Okay.
Hey, how's the leg, Morgan?
It's good.
The settlements, the king and his pet tiger. You finally ready to tell me what I want to know?
No. I'm not going to tell you anything. But I will show you. I'm heading home now.
Whoa, what?
Going back, and I want you to drive me.
Are they gonna...
Well, when you gonna go?
Tomorrow.
Well, we stay for dinner. It's fish, but I'm sure we got artichoke in a jar or something.
I can't. Gotta.
I think I got everything I need. Right here. Thank you.
It's gotta be Strand.
Apology. We have a breach in the fence. And it appears my aim is off. Doors are locked.
It's a 61 Latour. Much better than a 66. The wine cellar is quite extensive.
But we got room for everybody.
A road trip. I've had my fair share of those.
I never want to step foot in that van again.
What makes you think that we'd embark on such a foolhardy journey?
You know the kind of people we'd run into.
People like us.
I can't go out there.
She moved out of the main house. Well, I don't think she ever moved in.
I think I saw her down by the garden last week.
undead, and they're tacking them onto the dead.
And that's why you're drawing them out?
Well, one of them's got to have something.
Do you think the cabin's even still there?
Well, I locked the door before I left. Do you not want to go?
No, I didn't say that.
It's just an idea.
I got this kid.
These grapes were not meant for wrath. I think it's time we found that breach.
I just tuned up the gun. We'll be fine. Okay.
I was only looking at the note, not how they got onto the dead. It's AGL, a lumber mill about 10 miles up the road. We passed it on the way in, but it's overrun.
Place will be full of walkers.
So whoever's writing these needs more help than I thought.
Okay. I'll go check it out myself.
No, I'm going with you.
You don't have to.
I'm going.
Hold on. You ever seen one of these before? What did he say about me? Who? John. I know you interviewed him before. It's not really how this works.
See, I left straight after I heard that. To get away, you know, to make it so that he was wrong. I just want to look him in the eye and tell him he was right.
What to fight for?
I see we've been asking ourselves the same questions. I'm at least going to enjoy myself while I ask them.
Charlie, you don't have to talk. You don't have to say anything. But I do want to ask you a favor. You play a game with me. Okay? And make some extra Z's in case you had a hankering for pizza. Word-wise.
The fuck?
Nice to see you ambulatory again.
Yeah. I got a good nurse.
You'll have to drive. I've been drinking rather heavily today.
Right? Okay.
I'm doing this.
I know. Somebody help me.
That was awesome.
She changed, though. So you can change.
I got a lot to make up for.
I do too. They need you. You can help them, save them like your mom did. You could just be there for them.
I could, but you could be there for us too. Right?
John fell in love with Laura. The cabin. I'm not Laura. I'm the woman who got scared and ran away.
I don't really give advice. Not really what I do. Well, today's today. And God knows there'll be tomorrow.
The dead washing up. Not from a bridge that's out.
Oh boy.
And then, what happens after that?
Let's still sort that part out.
I will.
Strand?
Hey! Charlie! What do you want? What do you want? Haven't you done enough?
Hell was that?
Okay, so there you have it, the first episode of the back half of season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead. Overall, a pretty good episode. I can't say it's a great episode. It was definitely a setup episode. It's not like The Walking Dead where they come back with a bang of a bang, you know, but there's still some cool stuff in here. I do like how they organically kind of separated the group. I'm really interested to see if this is the plan, that, you know, Morgan is going to take them to Alexandria, or the show's going to merge. Is there going to be a new spinoff? That kind of thing I think is going to be really interesting. I honestly would think some of these characters, it would be kind of fascinating to see them meld in with our Alexandria crew and the Saviors and all that. And maybe that's where they're going next season. Maybe they're just setting all that up. I don't know, but I'm kind of excited to see what they're doing with that. I like Alicia's arc. It's going to be annoying because, like, I want her just to listen and be cool, but at the same time, it totally makes sense where they're coming from. The Luciana stuff is interesting as well. I do like that they did a little book with Charlie, so, you know, but Charlie, I'm really curious about Charlie. I don't really have a clue what's going on there, why she stopped talking, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's gotta be weird for her to be living with those people and all the people she knew and loved are dead, you know, after killing one of their most beloved people, so that's interesting. I like the new camps and setups. I love that Strand is just drunk and just, you know, trying to enjoy what lifetime he's got left there and everything, so that's pretty cool. But I know we're gonna get some new people in there. That'll be interesting. Some of the Zombienado effects, they feel a little bit cheesy, but that's just because I'm not used to seeing like bodies being whipped around up into the sky like that. So I don't know if that's a real thing or not, if that could really happen, but what are you gonna do? The color correction is still interesting to me. They're still kind of doing that black and white thing, but they are bringing a little bit more color into it. Although it seems to be like they're like desaturating everything but like either the mid-tones or the shadows, and it's just kind of weird because it gives it this weird oversaturated color palette in certain areas, and it's a little bit distracting to me now. But maybe they're shying away from that. I don't know. Who else was in this? It was kind of sad though with Alicia and saving the guy and, well, trying to save the guy and can't. And I like that she's just having problems dealing with things but wants to be a good guy. It's pretty cool with Morgan and the walkie-talkie and kind of reminding him of Rick in the beginning of the show. I like that. It'd be interesting to see if they talk over the radio. And what was he hearing in the beginning? Because I have a feeling that's going to be a thing. Couldn't quite wrap my mind around why Althea can't drive in that storm. I need to rewatch that part. I just kind of zoned a little bit because I didn't think we were at the end, and it was just kind of a weird out the way the show ended. It, just kind of was like, oh, that's it? I thought we were just going to commercial, but that's the end of the show? Okay. So that was a little off-putting to me. Not like in a bad way that I hate it, but just in like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta watch Preacher now. But overall, like I said, pretty darn good. John Dorie is awesome. I love him making his own Scrabble. I love the way he talks to Charlie too, and be like, "Oh, I may have overstepped. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say it. Don't worry. Do whatever you want to do." That was kind of neat. And the stuff with June, Laura June, and hell, whatever the other name was. So that'll be fascinating to see where all of that goes. I don't want to go back to the cabin. That'd be boring. Of course, I'm sure that ain't what's going to happen. I do like their little setup on the bridge. I think that's a pretty clever place to go set up on. The scene with Strand having to kill the zombie behind Luciana with the music so loud. I don't think the music was that loud that you wouldn't hear anything, but whatever. Suspension of disbelief. But ultimately, like I said, a solid episode, not a great episode, not a bad episode, just a solid episode. Definitely a setup episode, and I think we're going to go some very interesting places this back half of the season. I hope. It's clearly going to all be in the storm, it looks like. Next week's looks really cool, because I love things, I mean, not in real life, but in movies and TV, I love to see things flooding that shouldn't be flooding, to see that basement flooding up as much as it is in the trailer and everything. That's got me kind of excited, so I'm definitely anxious to see where we go. But what about you guys? What did you think about that episode? Are you like me, just kind of in the middle on this one? What do you think's gonna happen? Do you think they will go to Alexandria? Do you think they should go to Alexandria? Let me hear your thoughts. Definitely geek out with me in the comments. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Other than that, you can click that thumbs up button, give me that good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. You can check out the Stardust app and get my review faster than I can get it to YouTube. And we're also doing a lot of other cool movie stuffs over there. I have a link in the description, hopefully. If not, you can just search The Eric Butts, all one word. And I guess I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go watch some more stuff. I'll see you all later.